Hey everybody, welcome to another WIP Wednesday stream. Oh yeah, the first thing that I wanted to bring up was last week I was going to upload, I did upload the second part of the tutorial that I've been working on to Patreon, which means that part 1 got published. However, I was having a lot of network problems that day, so I actually didn't manage to get it published until really late in the day. So if you guys missed the tutorial for that, go check that out. That was for this muscular crochet doll. So if you guys are interested, wow, that looks so good on camera.
Yeah, you can see the definition pretty well. Nice.
Yeah, and this, for those of you guys who have been following along, you might have seen before I sewed the muscles on. I actually didn't show it to you guys on this other camera, so like, it looks really nice.
Yeah, very nice beefy dude.
Let me show you guys the back as well, because he's got a nice crease down the back. But if you guys missed that tutorial last week, it is now public for everyone for the first part. The next part is going to come out later this week on Friday. Yeah, Friday, because tomorrow's Thursday.
Right.
Okay, so it will come out tomorrow publicly, or it'll come out on Friday publicly, and tomorrow I'll be working on the editing the last part of the tutorial so that I can post the last part of the tutorial to Patreon on Friday. So if you guys are on Patreon, you'll get the last part this week, and if you are not, then that'll be next week. And if you missed that other tutorial and the pattern, which is now out publicly, you guys should check that out. But yeah, here is a more detailed view, so if you guys are into that look for that doll body type, you guys should check out my muscular crochet doll pattern that just came out.
Yeah, I think we forgot to introduce ourselves this time. This is.
Oh, did I not say? We didn't say who we are.
I know. Who are we?
Those of you who follow this channel might know I'm Liz Ferry, and
I'm Joey.
And there's Joey. So now we're all introduced. So I've been working on the pattern for this doll, and I just finished with sewing the arms on finally. So after I finished with that, I started working on another one so that I could kind of get more familiar with the technique and try to figure out how I want to make the doll for the pattern. This one I kind of made with a bit of a larger bust, just generally, and also a bigger butt, just because I kind of wanted, because this doll I want to make like a little bit like of a chubbier like body type,
more
so
curvy, a little bit more.
Yeah. So I wanted to give her just like the full, like, I guess like the full bust as well and everything. So and then the other thing that I thought was interesting was when I was building this the first time, I actually had to frog it a couple of times, and I'm not completely satisfied with how it came out, but like obviously clothing will cover it up a little better.
Right.
But I'm gonna probably make another one just because I'm not completely satisfied with the shape of the body. But when I first made it, I actually put all of my increases for the stomach at the very middle, and she came out looking pregnant. And I thought that was so interesting. Right. So that's another thing to keep in mind when I do actually make
that a whole other tutorial.
Exactly. Well, I could make them the same tutorial, really.
Right.
At the moment, it looks a little creepy. Also, I think that this obviously is not my final design. The other thing that I think it needs is to kind of have some sewing done to pull the bridge of the nose in and pull the corners of the eyes in to give it more shape. Yeah, exactly. Kind of do, like, you can kind of see it taking more of a realistic shape as I'm just morphing its face. So I think that I could get a really nice shape from that. But I think that I really want to try to make it a lot smaller. That's my main problem with this design, is I want it to be smaller. The main concern that I have is, like, see how much bigger this head is than my classic doll head from my classic pattern. It's just really big. And especially because I kind of made this with, like, a smaller upper head because I intend to put, like, a wig on it, so the wig will make up the rest of this upper skull shape. So I kind of made it with a bit of a smaller skull shape, but like if I add the wig, that'll make it huge. So I want to try to make it a little smaller so that I could match it to this doll size.
And then if you made a doll to scale with that head too, it would be like huge, pretty large.
This is the man that I've been showing you guys for a while. He's the same pattern as the other dude that I just showed you guys, the one that I made for the tutorial. But now he has this lovely blonde hair that he did not have before. it makes him look really, really elfy. So I was originally going to make him another fairy, but now I think I might make him an elf.
Right.
Which would be cool because I haven't made pointed ears before, and that would be kind of a cool thing to try to do. But the other cool thing about this is that it's actually a wig. So he doesn't actually
He's
have
really
hair
bald
yet.
underneath.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to experiment with the idea of like making dolls that I could change the wigs out. And then that's the other thing, is that I can even like switch this wig with some of my other dolls, because it's like it's got elastic in it, so it can just fit. So like here's her with the same blonde wig, and it looks pretty nice on her too. I'm actually also, that's another thing that I was meaning to bring up, is I was going to make her hair next, or her wig possibly. I might make it a wig, but I'm not sure about the color.
Right.
This looks really nice on her, but I was thinking of maybe making her a redhead, because I haven't really made one of those in a long time.
And
not since I started making this new style of wig.
And then with the style of yarn, she's got freckles all over too.
Yeah, she does have little freckles all over her body, so it would look cute to give her red hair.
If you guys have any suggestions on what color hair she should have, go ahead and leave it in the comments.
Yeah, I'm thinking red, but I'm not sure, obviously. Like,
Right.
There's a lot
Or
of
like, I know
ways that
red
can
is a
make
pretty
red.
general color as far as
Yeah.
the
And there's
array of colors in
there's
crochet.
like there's so many yarns that I have that I could use for red hair too. Like red is a really easy color to come by, different shades.
More so like if people could suggest like particular yarn like color varieties, because there's a lot of different reds.
Yeah.
And just hair colors in general.
I really like how the yarn hair looks at this scale, because it just looks so much like real hair. But yeah, he looks like a beautiful elf man. Like he's got some Legolas vibes going. Except a little bit more beefy, I guess.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking it'd be cool if you were to make him a bow and a quiver.
Yeah, I know. I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to do for... I was thinking auburn too, actually, Alita.
Yeah, that would be...
Yeah, I was thinking of like some some
shade
whiny tones.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this guy's outfit. I'm sure now that I've made his wig that he would make a beautiful elf. So yeah, it would be cool to try to like experiment with making tiny,
and you'll be able to play
tiny weapons
different
for him.
styles of clothes too, because all of your fairies have been heavily based off of plant like petals and leaves.
Yeah,
and
so it would be kind of cool,
which is a really cool aesthetic. But
yeah, that
but
would
yeah,
be great.
to try it with a different clothing style would probably be fun.
Yeah, and I feel like I've hit peak flower with my my other doll.
After so many leaves and petals, it's
well,
like,
I mean, like
how many more ways can you come up?
Yeah, exactly. Like after a while, they're all gonna start to look like the same a little bit, right? Once I am just making so many things that are just flower dresses and flower dresses and flower dresses. But I've shown you guys this mermaid on the stream before, and I just recently finished the whole thing. So now I'm starting to work on her accessories. I made her this little neck chain piece last time. Yeah, this time though, I have been working on her tattoos finally. So I'm going to show you this one first. It's not very clear what it is at the moment. Maybe some of you might be able to maybe tell, but it's going to be eventually an anchor.
You can definitely see the anchor.
Yeah, it's an anchor with a girl sitting on it. That's what it's going to be. You can kind of sort of see her silhouette. Her arm is up and her other arm is like, one arm is holding the top of the anchor and the other arm is holding the bottom of the anchor. And then both of her feet are like tucked up and she's sitting on one side of it. But you can't really see it very well right now because it's obviously just a stick figure and the anchor is just sticks. But I've just been doing some basic line work and I'm going to come in with different colored embroidery floss to like go over that. This is just to like, I don't know, just to like give me some guidelines so that I can work more easily when I come back in. So that's the first piece that I've started working on for her tattoos. And then the second piece is this little skull. I think it's taking shape really well. And this big cracking chunk right here is such because it's going to have a sword popping out of the side of its head.
Nice.
So that's why it's got that big chunk missing at the top. But I think it's coming out pretty well considering the contour of her arm.
And that's just like the first couple basic guidelines for...
Yeah. Obviously, I haven't filled in any of the color yet.
But you can tell it's like...
But like, it's coming along pretty nicely. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to have to add that much more to this other than just filling the color in and doing all the details. And obviously I haven't started working on the sword yet, but I think that'll look pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what other things I'm going to do for her other arms and her
right now,
midsection,
right.
and I think maybe it would be nice to give her a chest piece,
Nice.
like, to like kind of outline the lines of the jewelry that she has, maybe potentially. But on her back, I think I want to give her a jellyfish piece because of the color scheme of her scales and her hair. I think she's got a really, really nice, jellyfish color scheme, I think.
Right.
So if you guys have any suggestions for any jellyfish designs that I could look at,
Right.
you guys should you guys could leave that in the comments, or you could contact me on any of my social media pages. Those should be in the description of the video. And like, just send me your jellyfish pictures, guys, because like I need some jellyfish. Like, I drew a couple of jellyfish pictures, but I'm not really exactly like, I don't know, I haven't really hit upon anything that I'm really fond of. So
Right.
just send me like jellyfish pictures, jellyfish tattoos, whatever, if you want, if you have the time. So I've been working on doing doing like a really super curly, like afro type hair, and I finally got a good method that I like a lot. So I've been slowly curling all of this doll's hair. I've got all of this still left to curl, as you can see. Look at the difference between the length of the hair
Right.
before and after it curls.
Yeah, that's some intense. It's like only like a quarter as long as it was.
Yep, that's how much it shrinks just from curling to this intensity. But I love how this is turning out.
Yeah.
This is my favorite, because I've tried to do this so many times already, and it was just
the
really,
tightest
really,
curls you've
yeah,
been
this
able
is
to
the
get
tightest
so
curl
far.
I've ever been able to do, and it looks so pretty, especially with these yarns, I should say, because this is two different variegated yarns. I believe that they are called Watercolor and Monet, I think. I'm not sure.
Red Heart.
Yeah, from Red Heart. They're Red Heart Super Savers. But yeah, I love this yarn, the way these two yarns flow together. They look gorgeous.
Yeah, the pastels all clash together. Really
Yeah, and I'm
nicely.
so excited for when the hair is like at its full, like curled level. Like, I'm so excited to see what it looks like from the back, because at the moment, like, you can't really tell what it's going to look like at the back yet because of all of this uncurled stuff. But once it gets there, it's gonna be cute. You know, because it's a variegated yarn, so
right.
each block of color is like isolated kind of, but once you brush the hair together, you get this beautiful like gradient effect.
You can actually almost like blend the colors together in specific ways.
Yeah, exactly. It looks gorgeous. I love how this technique looks with the brush. I just love how this technique looks with variegated yarn in general, but these watercolors are beautiful. My intention for her was to make this really, really cute wildflower dress, I guess you could call it. I don't know what you would call this. I'm calling it a dress. I'm kind of planning on, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm planning on Irish crocheting all of this mess together.
Right.
I'm not sure how well that will go, but hopefully it'll look nice when it's done. But as you can see, it's a little tough to keep all these flowers in place. I'm gonna need to put like a mess more pins on her to try to keep all of these flowers in check. But she needs a few more flowers for her dress to be complete. I'm gonna put like a couple more toward the bottom and here.
Fill out the back.
Just fill out the back a little bit more. So these flowers placements might not be permanent, but I'm really, really happy with the bodice already. Like where the bodice is at currently, this I think will be permanent because I like how I just love that. You know, doesn't that look so
right.
cute? I love the top portion of it so much.
Yeah, the lining of those, the top like 3 or 4 flowers.
But yeah, I've just been making flower after flower. I just came up with this design for these, I think they're called viola flowers, I'm not sure. But I did this other one in blue. So once that's all done, I will show you guys an update. And hopefully this dress comes together and doesn't fall apart too much more.
Right. thank you guys so much
Yeah,
for
thank you guys so much for
joining
joining us
with
for
the
this
live stream
time.
or for being able to check us out in the archives. We always appreciate,
Yeah.
you know, any of you guys.
And once again, if
stopping
you guys
by and
missed this tutorial for this
commenting.
guy, go ahead and check that out. That's out publicly now. And I think that's it for us.
That wraps it up. So
we'll see you guys next time.
yeah.
Bye.
Bye, guys.